Morning, everyone. So I am here because I have a few questions that I would love for you guys to know when you're looking into essential oils. What you should ask. So specifically, like when you're looking into brands. Um, if you've met me, then you know what brand I represent. This video I'm going to keep pretty neutral so you guys can figure it out. You can go and watch my other videos. But these are the questions. And really research it, look into it, because I am all about quality products. Essential oils work on a cellular level. It is really important to know where those are being produced. Because if they do have adulterations, then because usually, okay, so basically all essential oils, it's like our food system, but a little worse. It's not really regulated. So therefore, I've heard as little as 3% of organic material, and then as high as 10% in order to be called 100% therapeutic grade. But if it's 3% or 10% of essential oil of like the plant material, and the rest is made in the lab, that's not 100% therapeutic, right? The math isn't there. So, here's the questions to ask about essential oil companies. So, do they provide complete distillation or first distilled oils? Do they distill their oils using solvents? If so, which ones? So that's the second question, is the solvent questions. There are a few, or like actually, I only know of one oil, and that's jasmine. It's just how it's produced. The rest should be cold pressed. Cold pressed or cold pressed is for citrus oils, and then steam distilled is for the others. But research that more. Do they distill their own oils or purchase from third parties? That's the third question. Number 4, do they bottle their own oils? Number 5, do they own their own farms? Number 6, do they provide the seeds to the farmers? Number 7, do they know what pesticides are being used? They shouldn't be using any pesticides. You should just use essential oils. But most people don't know that. So it's really important, like, you have to know the soil and the seeds. You can't, like, there's a whole thing on essential oils. Like, I know essential oils. I'm not going to go start my own essential oil company. I am not, right now, I am working on my green thumb. And I'm in my 20s, about to be in my 30s, so why would I reinvent the wheel when there's definitely other, like someone already has it on lockdown. They already know essential oils. So, yeah, number 7 was, do they know what pesticides are being used? Then I talked about the importance of just using essential oils as their pesticides. Number 8, do they know if the ground is organic? This 4 to 7 years, that's the like national standard in the United States. No, it has to be 50 or more. And that can happen. You have to look though. You have to know where you are looking for it. Number 9 is, do they discard any mistakes or are they resold to other companies? Number 10, can you visit the farm to see how the oils are made and take a tour? Super important. You should know where it's all coming from. Number 11, are the distillation drums cone-shaped or dome-shaped at the top? Number 12, do they test each essential oil batch for purity? Number 13, is testing done in-house only or do they also do third-party testing? Number 14, can they provide you with a certificate of analysis? Number 15, do they have any trained aromatologists on staff. They should have a number of them on staff. Number 16, do they test their oils side by side with with oils from other companies? So that's going to cost money because they have to have third-party testing, and that's how it is. It costs money. That's how we are choosing to exchange energy in our world today. An aromatologist is like aromatherapy, your nose, the people who can really smell. Like sometimes people walk in and they can smell everything. Yeah, that's what a aromatologist is for number 15, just so y'all know. Number 17, do they test for when the peak harvest time is? So, if you are a farmer or a gardener, you know that there are better times to pull the product, and there's better times to plant. It's a whole art and science to it. You don't just middle of winter plant some plants. I mean, this is basic. You have to know the rhythm, and then you have to figure out when you do find a new plant, when is the best time to harvest it? Is it in the middle of January? Is it, because there are some oils in the middle of January. Tree oils, especially the camphor, so like the pine, the balsam firs, the ones that you see up in the mountains, those are winter. You distill them in winter. But you don't distill, well, if you have, yeah, I was going to say you don't distill ylang-ylang in the middle of winter. Yeah, you don't, because where that's grown in Ecuador, it's not winter, it's their summer, right? One of those moments when, yeah, either way, again, that's why I learn about essential oils. I know how to use it. I know what time it is. I kind of know how the clock works, but I'm more of a product user, and I do desire and have a basic knowledge of how to distill them and the quality and knowing the quality of distillation and that importance. And y'all, you're putting the oils on your skin, or you're ingesting them. If they're quality, you should be able to put them on your skin and ingest them. Your skin is your largest organ. We see it every day. I think we forget about it. I don't know why. Because we see it every day. It's like a mental thing. So, yeah. If you can put it on your skin, you should be able to ingest it. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to go out and ingest pine essential oil. No, no, no. It's just like a common sense thing. Like, you want to make sure it's quality if you're putting it on your skin, because everything starts to absorb on your skin within 30 seconds. Most essential oils are pretty much finished absorbing around, well, it depends if they have a carrier oil in it, but 15 to 30 minutes. So I've definitely, like, if I'm really not well and I'm raising my frequency, because that's what essential oils do, is they raise your frequency, then I put on oils every 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes when you're sleeping when you're not well, which doesn't really happen that often, but you're not up every 30 minutes. So I was at, so 17, I'll probably re-say a few of these. 17, do they test for when the peak season time is? So when it's the best time to distill. 18, do they ever have to recall their oils? No, I hope not. If they do, don't use them. Stop using them. 19, do they recommend to not ingest their oils? We already kind of talked about that. You should know, like, yeah, it has to be quality if you're putting it on your skin. 20, how many single non-blended essential oils do they carry? So a good company will have single oils. So like lavender, peppermint, spearmint, geranium, they will have 80 to 100 single oils alone. And then they'll have blends too. Because you have to know the single oil, and you have to have some single oil in order to understand the blend. 21, what sustainable practices are in place for their global footprint? That's a big one, y'all. I mean, you have to make sure the plants are still available. So you have to, like, respect if a plant is needs a little bit more time to develop, you gotta respect that. If someone was rude and like took half of you, have that time to repopulate. Doesn't mean you never can have that essential oil again. It's just understanding that it is a little time. It's like wine. If there's no more grapes for that season, if there's only X amount of wine produced or X amount of grapes picked, that's the amount of wine you get. You can't make it up, or you shouldn't. I think there are some places that do. But yeah, so 21, like I said, what sustainable practices are in place for their global footprint? And all of those questions, and you can read more because like you can see the bold is the question and there's an answer, is in the Essential Oil Truth. So the Essential Oil Truth, the facts without the hype. It's the 2nd edition. It's by Jen O'Sullivan. So check it out. Look into it. Really think about what essential oils you are putting on your body. Like I said, your skin is your largest organ, y'all. Please understand what you're putting on your body. That's why I talk about chemical-free living. Like, anything you put on your body is getting absorbed, and a lot of the time, it's getting absorbed and it's staying in the fat tissues of your cells. And that's just how skin is. There's a little fatness. It's not like your digestive system, which has a cleansing process. So, I'll talk more about that and help you guys understand how to support your skin, and you can release those toxins, but it's not going to be overnight. But we'll talk about that. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. All right. Bye.